Hello everyone, this is Jack, and this is my second response to CultofDusty's video entitled, Fear is Death's Best Friend. Now in this video I'm going to be playing another short clip from CultofDusty's video and providing my response. So let's get to it.
The one thing that can actually extend our lives and make you guys live longer is science. And it's the one thing that you're holding back with your stupid bullshit. I mean, can you imagine how advanced our civilization would be right now if it had not been held back by religion for all those years? Can you imagine how advanced we would be if it were not just for the Dark Ages alone, just that 1,000-year period of no scientific advancement whatsoever because of religion?
To address CultofDusty's assertion regarding the so-called Dark Ages, as well as this history in general as it relates to scientific investigation and Christianity, I would like to quote from Dr. James Hannam, who has a PhD in History and Philosophy of Science from the University of Cambridge. And regarding the support that the Catholic Church took for as it related to scientific investigation, he says, quote, that support took several forms. One was simply financial. Until the French Revolution, the Catholic Church was the leading sponsor of scientific research. Starting in the Middle Ages, it paid for priests, monks, and friars to study at the universities. The Church even insisted that science and mathematics should be a compulsory part of the syllabus. And after some debate, it accepted that Greek and Arabic natural philosophy were essential tools for defending the faith. By the 17th century, the Jesuit order had become the leading scientific organization in Europe, publishing thousands of papers and spreading new discoveries around the world. The cathedrals themselves were designed to double up as astronomical observatories to allow ever more accurate determination of the calendar. And of course, modern genetics was founded by a future abbot growing peas in the monastic garden. But religious support for science took deeper forms as well. It was only during the 19th century that science began to have any practical applications. Technology had plowed its own furrow up until the 1830s when the German chemical industry started to employ their first PhDs. Before then, the only reason to study science was curiosity or religious piety. Christians believed that God created the universe and ordained the laws of nature. To study the natural world was to admire the work of God. This could be a religious duty and inspire science when there were few other reasons to bother with it. It was faith that led Copernicus to reject the ugly Ptolemaic universe that drove Johannes Kepler to discover the constitution of the solar system, and that convinced James Clerk Maxwell he could reduce electromagnetism to a set of equations so elegant they take the breath away. End quote. A link to where I got that quote will be in the info section below. Now, folks, I don't suppose to know much about history pertaining to the so-called Dark Ages, which is why I don't make blanket assertive comments about history pertaining to the Dark Ages. Admittedly, I'm only quoting from one source, and I'm sure there are many others. I simply wish to propose that what was presented in CultofDusty's video isn't true. And here's the thing, I'm willing to talk about it. I'm willing to consider myself wrong. Any of us can say we are critical, rational, logical thinkers, but how many of us are willing to engage in meaningful discourse with our opponents and spend just a little time studying the issue beyond a Google search? So don't tell me you're a critical, logical thinker. Show me you are. One of the venues I provide for interaction and discourse with people is Blog TV. Tomorrow, I will be on Blog TV at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Of course, CultofDusty, I extend to you an invitation to join me on Blog TV tomorrow or on Blog TV at any time that is convenient for you. Because a lot of people have been commenting in your defense, which is fine, but I'm much more interested to hear the process of critical thinking and rational reasoned thought that went into play before you posted up your video, and that led you to the conclusions and assertions that you made in your video. That's what I'm much more interested to hear that and to get your thoughts more fully explained. As I understand that on YouTube, we tend to play certain characters, and that limits us from really engaging perhaps in actually demonstrating to others the thought process that went into the conclusions and assumptions and assertions we make in our videos. So the invitation is there. You all take care, and peace be with you.